I have confronted my sister. She said she was only playing along with my husband. She said it was my husband who started wooing her first. She also said she was waiting for me to catch them red-handed. That if she told me, I won't believe her. I still don't believe she was only playing along for 4 years without telling me anything. My husband buys things for her, like phones, etc., sends her money and all that for 4 years. After everything, I sent her out of my house. We went to my parents' place and the issue was addressed. They condemned her act and told me to forgive her. After I sent her out of my house, she said she has denounced me as her sister and that I shouldn't come to any of her functions, that if I do, I will die. Now, my parents are asking me to call her as the older one for peace to reign. I'm finding this difficult. I didn't offend her. She did. She hasn't really even apologized to me. What should I do? Should I be the bigger one and still relate with her like my younger sister, or let her be? Now, prior to this message she sent to us earlier saying, help, my sister has been having an affair with my younger sister for 4 years. And part of the things we told her was that she should report the case, call a family meeting, first of all, send her out of your house and then call that meeting, which she has done. And this was the outcome.
Earlier, I think the lady's parents didn't handle the issue with as much understanding or wisdom in the matter.
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, I don't see any need for the lady to actually go ahead and call her sister, because the girl in question, from the actions that are being put out, she is not really remorseful of what she's done.
Mm-hmm.
She feels entitled to, as in, if she had even left her in that house, like, she would have done more from the action that I am seeing. So I don't really think it's a good idea for her to call, because she has to give her time to, that's her sister. She has to give her sister time to actually see if there will be any sense of remorse from her side, because even telling her elder sister after what she's done that if she should come to any of her functions that she would die or something like that, that's a threat on top of, just like insult on top of injury. It's kind of like there's a lot going on in her mind, like wanting to damage her sister's life some more. So I don't think in applying wisdom, she needs to give her sister a call. There's no need whatsoever for that.
Okay.
What I would advise the woman to do is actually to forget about this sister of hers. One of the major requirements for forgiveness is acknowledgement of your wrong. That is the first thing. If you look at the tone of what the woman had narrated, this, her sister, kept denying and forming all sorts of stories. So you realize that she had not repented and she has not seen any wrong that she has done against her sister. She does not deserve such, as much as I believe that the sister should forgive her because of her own sanity, but I don't believe she should be calling her to beg her and all that.
Okay.
She's in the wrong here.
Yeah.
This case is very straightforward.
Okay.
She should maintain her peace. If she doesn't have that peace, she should ask God or Jesus Christ to give her peace in this storm. She doesn't have to call her sister.
Okay.
It is wrong for even the family to tell her to be calling the junior sister. Then for what this junior sister has said, she should keep off this junior sister. And I'm wondering, like you said, what of the husband?
Yeah.
Did she confront the husband?
Yeah, she did, actually. She did confront her husband. And the man, he apologized. He said he's sorry. At first, he tried to, deny the whole thing until she brought out evidence and he started to beg.
I hope they will end it, the husband and the junior sister. But the attitude of the junior sister has not shown any remorsefulness, nothing. She's so arrogant about the whole thing. So the senior sister, she just keep off. Let her be.
Okay.
All
right.
The relationship is off. Yes, it's off. Who the hell is she?
Yeah.
Junior sister to senior. Also, Chapon. They should be beaten himself. They should carry cane and beat her. Well.
Yes, that when you look at that family, the man, the husband, it might be having money, and it's a wealthy man. That is how poor wife or poor parents, people that are from poor parents, insist that their daughter remain in that marriage because the man has money and is a rich man, so they wouldn't want to miss that way. And for the man to show that he has money, was feeding the junior sister, and then disrespecting the wife as well, which is enough to cut off the marriage. But because they want the money to be flowing for the husband, the wife remain. The parents of the wife supporters are remaining there. And even then, the junior sister is because of the man have money. That's why he also down to the tune of the elder sister's husband, which is quite wrong. Maybe they are meeting somewhere now. That's why they use that language, not ever, because he may call them again.
Okay.
So he just use that language to frighten the sister, so that the sister will not care to look for her or meet them. But Nemesis will catch up with them.
Okay.
Yeah, and then as for the husband, for the wife, let she do all that she can to siphon money from the husband and call the goat away. Because a stubborn goat never repents. Thank you.
All right then. Wow.
The wife's parents are a problem. They should also have stabbed their feet down on the junior sister for that wrongdoing. Asking her to call
her younger sister
to call the younger is completely wrong. A parent shouldn't take such a decision.
Okay.
That's a statement.
Okay.
How can you be going out with your senior sister's husband and you have the guts to tell your sister not to do all those words? It's wrong. So the parents are the fault. They should let the daughter, even though the daughter know what is done is wrong. Asking her to call her for what? That's an insult. She brings down her reputation.
So you're saying she ignore that pressure from her parents?
Ignore and go on with her life and amend her way with her. Since the husband have been remorseful, he have pleaded forgiveness.
Yeah.
Go on. Life, you have to forgive the man and go on with your life.
Okay then. Could it be that really the girl in question couldn't have told the sister that this is what your husband has been doing with me, because she felt the woman that is her elder sister wouldn't accept or agree or believe her. So she said, you know what, let me just go with the flow, because I know some young girls with this mentality of let me chop that man's money, and Shebi is toasting me when he has a wife, let me eat his money, let me enjoy his money. You know, there's some young girls who think that way. So probably this young girl, or the younger sister to this woman, have that thought as well, and just maybe the relationship between her and her elder sister aren't really pleasant. But then
I believe the parents probably would have taken money from the younger sister for them to tell the elder sister to apologize to her younger sister or to call her younger sister is inappropriate, because I don't understand. Whereas woman is going through such a thing and you expect her to call her younger sister. For me, I would advise her to leave the marriage for now.